Kamisha Superville. I am the founder
Mhm.
of EBK Events, and so we
Mhm.
host various events throughout the city, in New York City. I'm really
Mhm.
excited to be hosting this IG Live this evening. This is something we do every Tuesday at 4 p.m. Eastern. Definitely, please share it. Definitely tell your friends about it. It's a way of bringing and connecting with amazing creatives in different fields, different genre, and just having a great conversation. So for the next 20, 30 minutes, you'll be speaking to myself, and of course, I'll let the beautiful Cameroon princess introduce herself. If you don't mind, may you introduce yourself to the guests?
Hi everyone. Hi, those that do not know me. I mean, unfortunately, we have to start because, other people are probably busy. But yeah, my name is Quinn. I'm from Cameroon. Uh, if you don't know Cameroon, which is a question I always get, where is Cameroon? What is Cameroon? It's a bilingual country in the middle of Africa, like in Central Africa, right next to Nigeria, Congo, Gabon.
Oh.
Right at the equator, and it's a beautiful place. I love it. Um,
Hmm.
what else can I say about where I come from? And I moved here about 10 years ago in the US, so I'm a little bit Americanized, but very cultured. I love my home. I love where I come from. I will always do. What else can I say about myself? I don't know. I
Hey.
don't know. Ask questions. I'm very less
How
of an
is
interview person, so
how,
go ahead.
how is the culture? How is the culture different? I know this is not one of our questions, but I'm always curious. How is the culture in terms of your transition, so your migration? How has it been? Has it been an easy transition, or was it like a huge learning curve from your culture back home to the American culture?
Oh, it's huge. It's a huge curve. It's shocking. It's
Yeah.
different for that, people that travel the world before. I traveled to come and study. I didn't visit the world like some of my friends. Some people went around the world and, they discovered when they were younger, and so they learned faster and they knew how to do things, in another country or in another atmosphere or, environment. But I was very new to everything at a certain age, and it was shocking. It was difficult. It was,
Yeah.
from let's say racism to, everything that has to do with cultural shock. I was really shocked, and
Mm.
um it took a lot of time, from the language to the culture to the habits, so it was tough. But I was open to learn. I was open to learn, and here I am.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And you said you have been here how long? You said 10 years.
Mhm.
10 years.
Mhm.
Wow.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, back home in Cameroon, what is the native language? Because I know in Nigeria it's English.
Uh, I wouldn't say that's their native language. We were colonized by France and England, as they were by England. So, um, Nigeria speaks English as a national language, but they do have different local languages, and
Hmm.
different tribes, just like in Cameroon.
Of course.
We have almost a little bit more than 200 languages and cultures and tribes with totally different languages and food and cultures and everything. So our national languages are French and English because we were colonized by these nations. But
Right.
those aren't our, the languages that we speak at home. We don't, we do mostly, but these are not, native languages. But French and English prevail, definitely.
French and English
Hmm.
prevail. Hmm.
Hmm.
So was it easy for you to learn the language, learn a new language? Did you have a hard time?
No, no, because I feel like as children, if you're exposed to learning multiple languages, your brain just um shapes itself in that way. So learning languages for people that come from, Africa is not so difficult. It's not it's difficult, yes it is, but it's not impossible.
Impossible.
So yeah, yeah. So I might still have an accent right now, but I had to learn really quick. I think I learned how to fluently speak English in maybe 6 months because I had to,
Wow.
yeah. We learned basic English back home, and most of it is British English. It's not American English. And so when I moved to America, all I hear is
Yeah.
literally. That's
Yeah.
what I heard.
And you're like, what is this? What type of gibberish is this?
Exactly. So it's just
Right. Oh my
and
God,
so
that's
I had
crazy.
to learn, yeah. CNN was my favorite channel, by the way.
Oh,
Shout out to
okay.
CNN.
Hey guys, thank you so much for joining us. Welcome,
Hmm.
welcome. My name is Kamisha Superville, founder of EBK Events. We are speaking with the beautiful Quinn. We're just speaking
Hi.
about entrepreneurship, passion, love, and obviously how to stay grounded, how she has stayed grounded. So thank you so much for joining us. We would love for you guys to be a part of the conversation for the next 20-30 minutes. We'll be chopping it up with her, so we will love your comments. Please share this live so that we can continue having these amazing creators on. And so again, we're speaking with the beautiful Quinn, and we just wanted to talk, as we transition into the questions. I wanted to ask you because you have there's so many layers to all of us, as especially as women. There's so
Mm.
many layers, but I wanted you to discuss some of your passions. And and before you do, I admire your fashion. Like, your
Thank
fashion
you.
game is on point, honey.
Thank you. I
See, I had to
try.
come right today. I had to come right. All right.
Thank you.
I
Thank
had to
you.
come
Thank
right,
you.
honey. But no, your fashion game is so impeccable.
Thank
Who do
you.
you admire, and what brought you into fashion and styling and just loving the art of fashion?
Mhm.
Because fashion
Mhm.
is an art. So
Mhm.
what brought you into that?
Um, Honestly, when I think about it, two things, mainly two things. Two things got me into fashion. The first thing that probably really pushed me into fashion was my father was a womanizer. My father loved women and he loved, beautiful women. And for some reason, he chose like very beautiful women, like his, whatever. I'm exposing him, but whatever, his mistresses or his wives or his, the women in his life were very fashionable, extremely
Mm.
fashionable. And so, me growing up around these women, including my mother, and I just, it was at a young age, I couldn't even understand why I would notice things like that. I would notice the color, I would notice, the handbags, and I would notice and I would hide and try it on and just
Oh,
probably look at
wow.
myself in the mirror and just, you know, I think that's where I probably fell in love with fashion. And then the second thing was I wasn't a very attractive kid growing up.
Mm.
So yeah, I was bullied by a lot of people that
Wow.
when I grew up, I kind of wanted, my little revenge. In my head, I was like, I'm gonna look different. I'm gonna dress different. I'm gonna try to, you know, I would just put myself together in a way that I could also be seen. So it was probably an attention-seeking um, thing that I I started developing. I just wanted the attention. But then
Mm.
again, I started growing as a woman, and then I realized that it's not just everything, and so I had to step back, give myself a little break from all of that, and just think about what I really like about it. Like, what do I have to offer? What do I really like to do? And
Mm.
it was just that naturally, it just came to me, and I was like, this is probably what God put in me, and so I need to just know how to use it. I
Yeah.
just need to know how to channel it. I also love art, so I wanted to find a way to combine actual art and fashion. And so I'll never be just a fashion person. It's not, anybody that is just brands and, just expensive stuff. It's not me. It doesn't speak to me. It
Right.
has to be creative. It has to come from somewhere, and it has to
Yes.
tell a story, and so that's why I might not even be very consistent as an artist. I'm just, it comes to me rarely. It comes to me in waves.
Mm-hmm.
My inspiration comes to me in waves. It doesn't come all the time, just like singers, to release songs every time. I just think that it takes more time for me because their inspiration has to come from something really consistent, or
Yes.
and that's just how I do things. It's just how I can explain what happens in
Yeah.
my head and how I come with, outfits. And usually
So
it's
you
not
would.
planned. It's not planned. None of what I do is planned. I've never, every time I plan to wear something in an artistic way, it doesn't work out.
Mm.
If I take 2 days in advance, I have an event and I have to go to that event. If I go in my closet and I pick an outfit, I never wear it.
Wow.
Never. I
Wow.
never wear it. I never wear it. It doesn't speak to me, but I'm like, okay, well, this is something I found. And then 2 hours before going to that place, I still look at the same outfit that I picked, and something comes to me.
Something
Something
click.
from a movie, something from looking at my neighbor out the window, something. It's just everything. It just comes to you, and you just gotta grab it right at the moment because it's gonna go away.
Right.
It just comes to you, and you don't know when, you don't know how. You know,
Yeah,
that's what
that's
happens.
amazing though. Your inspiration, you get your inspirations, whether it be like something spiritual or something like you said, click, there's an attraction. There's an attraction, and that's a beautiful thing. Now, do you
Mm.
admire anyone in the fashion industry? Like while you were growing up, were they aside from your dad's beautiful concubines,
Yes. Well,
did you admire anyone?
definitely, I would definitely say anybody from back in the days. Because if you really pay attention, I'm a retro person. I'm an old soul. Okay,
Yes, I
I'm
noticed that on
not
your page.
a vintage person. Like I'm not phased by anything so new, and everything new got inspired by everything from back there. So
Yes.
I would say, maybe, women like Sade or Iman or um, I don't know, Anita Baker. All of these women are very fashionable from their hair to what they wore. Very
Yes.
simple, but very charismatic and grown yet sexy. It's just right there in the middle. Old school, sexy, classy. It's just a balance of um, I don't know, just being a woman, just being yourself, just
Yeah.
right there in the middle. So I would say all these women from back then, Marilyn Monroe, for example. I'm obsessed
Okay.
with that woman. Yes, she's incredibly fashionable, and she was just herself. She was open and she expressed herself, and it's just the whole point of being a creative person. You get a lot of judgments, of course, but you got to just keep pushing. You just got to be yourself, and that's all I'm doing, you know.
Yeah, that's amazing. So I know when we spoke, you spoke about that you're not a full-blown designer, but you
Mm-hmm.
are definitely looking to venture off into that arena. So
Mm-hmm.
I know that's still the case, right? That you're looking
Yeah.
for more opportunities. And so what
Yes.
opportunities are you looking for in terms of fashion? Would you like to maybe one day create your own line, partnership, be a creative director doing Fashion
Mm-hmm.
Week?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
I would definitely say that my place would probably be better as a creative director.
Okay.
As a creative director, because my ideas do not just work with dressing up and the fashion. It comes with the fashion and the creativity and the photography because I love photography. I love
Oh,
creating ideas. Yesterday I went out in the woods and I lit up with smoke because I wanted a
wow.
smoky my mind poof, poof, poof at night because I'm thinking about all these things and I want to make them happen, but I don't want people to call me crazy. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, of course.
yeah. And so, yeah, definitely a creative director. But
Mhm.
along the way, I was thinking of maybe having, maybe creating a little collection just to make reward myself or make myself happy and see how people react to it and
Yeah.
maybe putting a little more effort to it and just have a little collection maybe at some point. Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows?
Good, 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 good. All right. So I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
What wakes you up in the morning? What motivates you? So, one, what wakes you up in the morning and what
Mm-hmm.
motivates you? And it could be the same, but yeah.
Okay. What wakes me up in the morning? What motivates me? Money.
Oh my gosh. It got to be deeper than that because money goes and comes, honey.
All right. Well,
It
no,
got to be deeper than
honestly
that.
though, honestly, we gotta keep it real, man. Money, honestly. I know if I
Yeah.
don't go to work, if I don't do this, if I don't do that, I'm gonna be broke. So I need to work.
Yeah.
So, but besides that, I would say family. Just, I would want to make family proud. I would want to have a better future. I would want my children to have a good life. And so it's just really about planning for the future. And that's what probably motivates me, the future. Um, my family, my mom, I know that at some point I need to take care of her like fully. So I need to be prepared for that. So things like that. So
Yes.
family would probably be my motivation every day.
Great.
Yeah.
Somebody said, money is real though. Yes, honey, we know.
Oh,
Money is
Phil
real.
Fan. Hi,
Absolutely.
Lilu.
Yeah, definitely. I think all of us collectively can agree that having a certain lifestyle, it costs. And so, yes, money is always a motivation for many things, but definitely
Mhm.
deeper and something that is much more than fleeting than money is, like you said, family. It's love, you know?
Mhm.
So, yes, you can ask questions. Please, definitely ask your questions. We love questions. As I
Yeah,
said,
yeah,
guys,
totally.
thank you so much for joining us. We're speaking with the beautiful Quinn. We're speaking about passion. We're speaking about fashion. Obviously, we're having a conversation about money and what motivates us. And everyone on this live, I know we're all motivated by the dollar bill.
Yeah.
Hey. But now that the world is in uproar, it
Right.
has to be more than a dollar bill, right? So we're just talking about that. So you guys can definitely ask questions. We love questions. We want you to engage with us. Obviously, we have the beautiful Quinn. We're talking about fashion. So while you guys
Mm-hmm.
type your question, I'm just going to ask another question, if you don't mind, Quinn.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I had asked you how's your okay, so somebody's asking a really good question. How has your relationship has your relationship stopped you
Oh, yeah.
from being creative?
Yes,
In
yes.
terms of what? What kind of relationship? Personal relationship?
I would
Business
say, yeah, I
relationship?
think I understand the question.
Okay.
Yes, yes, yeah, I've had situations, definitely, yeah, many times had situation where, I, like I said, in my creativity, I just like to express myself. I like to wear what I like to wear, and sometimes it's a little, provocative. And so your
Mhm.
partner doesn't like that all the time. So yeah, and you probably walk into a room, there's a lack of trust because they think that you're getting all that attention or you're gonna start talking to these people, but it's really not the case. So yeah, it's definitely jeopardized many relationships. So
Wow.
yes,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. It's a
So there you
difficult
go.
thing. You just need an understanding partner that knows, knows you and understands that you need to express yourself, you need to be yourself, and you can wear whatever you want without being vulgar, of course, you know.
Yes.
So
Of
yeah, I hope
course. Of
that
course.
answers your question. Who
I
was
hope that
that?
answered your question.
That was
Definitely let us know if it answered your question. Let's see if we
Godson
have,
6. Yeah, Godson. I hope that answered your question. What's the
let's
next
see.
question?
Someone said something earlier. Hi, love. Welcome. Okay, I'm not seeing a question. If you guys have another question,
Oh yeah,
definitely
the
ask it.
question is
I know somebody
Queen.
said something earlier, so if you
Queen.
want to just ask that question again. Great, great. So again, guys, welcome. Thank you so much for joining and plugging in. My name is Kamisha, founder here in New York City. We are speaking with the beautiful Quinn. I manage EBK Events. We are a mission-focused event planning firm. Just talking to Quinn about passion, about fashion, styling, all that good stuff. So definitely ask your question. Quinn, I want to ask about hair ambassador. I know you're a hair ambassador. How did
Mm-hmm.
you get your start as a hair ambassador?
To be honest with you, it just luckily happened. One of my best friends is a hairstylist, and she has a company, a hair company, and lashes and all of that stuff. And at the
Okay.
time, I used to do a little bit of modeling, which is not my field, but I just
Right.
did it, I guess. I don't know, because I got a few photographers. It's New York City, you need people and people ask you to do things, and so I was modeling and she really liked it, and she wanted me to be a brand ambassador or the face to her business, which I did. So whenever she has pop-up shops or at her store, you see like a big picture of me and I feel like a star, but I'm
Right.
not.
Right, right, right. Oh no, baby, we all stars. You are a star, honey.
I'm like,
Okay, somebody asked a
okay.
question. Let's see. Somebody just asked something. Okay, how about having a space where you can drop your fashion inspiration and customs for sale? So is that a comment, a question, a suggestion? What's that?
Yeah, I think
Dropping
that's a
your
suggestion. That's a suggestion.
okay. Okay, thank you
Oh
for your
yeah.
suggestion. You want to speak on
Okay.
that?
Yeah, yeah, totally. Okay, so I'm taking it slow with the fashion, guys. I'm taking it super slow because I have other things happening in my life. I have to make money, right? I have
Yes.
to work. I have, at some point I was doing that. I was going to school. I was going to work right after. So schedule is crazy. It's New York City. I gotta pay rent, bro. I gotta do all these things. I
Yeah.
have to take care of some family member, and so I think it's gonna come at the right time. I think I don't wanna I want it to happen organically. I wanna
Organically.
make it happen. And even if it happens and it doesn't work out, at least I had tried, but I have so many ideas. I'm thinking of things that I cannot talk about because I don't know how life is set up. We'll see.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Mm.
Yes. Awesome. Thank you, Frank. We love that question and suggestion.
Thanks,
Thank you. Thank
Frank.
you. So, guys, again, welcome, welcome. We want to thank you so much for interacting with us. We have the beautiful Quinn. She's speaking about fashion and her passion for styling. I know you spoke earlier about styling and taking it slow, but I did want to ask you for, in terms of someone that may be starting out, what, in terms of maybe trying to figure out their passion. I know you know what you want to do, but
Mhm,
someone who maybe in this climate, a young
mhm,
person just graduated from FIT, which is a fashion institute, and
mhm.
trying to figure out what should they do with all these creative ideas. What advice would you provide them with? What advice would you, or game plan would you suggest for someone who's just starting out in terms of fashion?
I would say, no matter the support or not, if you know you have it in you, if especially if you went to FIT, hello, you spent money, go to school there, you have the passion, go for it, go for it, go for it. Someone somewhere is gonna notice your work. I when I started doing all this photography thing, I was just playing around. I didn't really care. I didn't take it seriously. That wasn't my career. That was nothing for me until it was something for me, until someone
Right.
saw me somewhere and said, "Oh my God, can you please go shopping for me?" And they start
Mm,
paying you, and you see how rewarding it is, and you know that you have passion for it, and it doesn't take so much effort. It's difficult. Don't get me wrong. It's difficult to go out there looking for something. Sometimes people want something that doesn't even work with their body shape, but
bodies.
they're
Yes.
very stubborn about it. And you also have your vision of what you want them to wear because it's what you do. So there's definitely a shock there. You don't know what to do with the person like that, but you have to please them. So it's difficult, but you gotta keep pushing. You gotta do it every day. You gotta just do it. Just do it. Keep doing it.
Just do it.
No
Just take the
matter the
chance.
if it's two people that believe in you, believe me, in a year or two, 10 are gonna believe in you, and then 20, and then 30, and just keep doing you. Just be yourself. That's all.
Absolutely. Have you
Mhm.
ever been fired from one of your personal styling jobs? Have you ever been
No,
fired? If you care to share.
I've already been fired in life, but I've
Right.
never been fired in fashion. Okay.
Have you ever had a difficult client? Like you spoke earlier about working with a client that she or he wants a certain outfit, whether it's custom made or whatever, but it doesn't fit their body type. Have you had a difficult client, and how have you overcome that client?
Yes, I have. I have, and it was a person, and so this is the thing about, it also it's a very sensitive subject. You're gonna be a person that appreciate unusual feels they want to feel sexy in the wrong clothes. And so I have to sit them down and tell them, listen, this is how it works. This is how you're shaped. You have a pear shape. So I feel like you wearing this, that, and the third is going to work better on you than you wearing that. And it takes a long time for you to
Mm,
explain that to. I apologize. I had a phone call. So if they're
okay.
very stubborn, you have to just go with it and just be like, okay, wear it. And when they wear it, they realize that that wasn't it. And then they contact
Yeah.
you again and they tell you, listen, I'm going to let you do that, what you do. So, yeah, that's what
That's how
happens
you handle
sometimes.
that.
Yeah.
You so
But
so you let them
I'm very
figure it out.
strong minded. I'm very strong minded. I tell them, listen, you gotta listen to me. This is not gonna work
Right.
for you. I've been a difficult client myself. I like to sew my own clothes. And so when I go to
Oh.
the tailor, I'm like, listen, man, this is my body type. This is what I want. I don't want
Hmm.
this. And we get into an argument. I'm like, man, I'm paying you, man. What the fuck? So
Right. Right. You're like, you better get this right. Get
we
this
gotta
shit
be,
right.
and also
Right.
I'm so meticulous when it comes to fashion that I could do it myself. I have the sewing machine. I have,
Oh,
I come home, I could go to Zara and buy something and I just I switch it up. That's always what I do.
wow.
For everything I wear, I switch it up completely. For
That's
instance,
amazing.
yeah.
You gotta teach me, man. I have some
Yeah.
questions. I have some questions, which are really
Mhm.
good questions. So let's
Mhm.
see. Give me 1 second. A young lady just asked, how do you make your customer vision and what you know is best for them click? As you say, this can be quite challenging. Personal styling is hard. So how can you make your customer vision and what you know is best for them click? So how can you synchronize the two between the customer's vision and your expertise?
Mm. First of all, this is what I do when I start working with someone. I ask about them. I ask about
Yes.
them. I ask what they do. I ask that. I build from that foundation. I have to know who you are, how you are, and then I build from that. If you tell me you're a church lady and you just want to go to a baptism, oh, honey, I'm not gonna get you a mini dress just because
Right.
that's what I like. I'm gonna
Yeah.
dress you accordingly. Yes, I'm gonna make you sexy because that's always what I do. I want my clients to be sexy, to feel beautiful. That's my
Mm.
goal. But when I build from that foundation, I know who you are, how you are. I'm probably gonna get you, maybe I don't know, a turtleneck with a long skirt, but with flowers and colors, and just put it in a way, and maybe a belt, something to make you look sexy, and and still keeps you at that church lady ground,
Classy.
like the
Yes.
classy, and so
Mm.
that's what I would do with people like that. I would just combine my idea and I would combine how they are and who they are and where they're trying to go, and I put it
Yes.
together and then I decide. So it's always know your client first, then work with them. You could decide you don't want to work with them. Some people are just totally different from what you envision when it comes to fashion. And you could be like, hey
Yes.
man, that's not what I do. And you can go to the next stylist. That's just as
It's
simple
a
as that.
collaboration. It's a collaborative effort.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we have a young lady here. She just asked a question, which is a very great question. She's in the business world. So she's asking why, when trying to style oneself, what's the first thing to suggest? When trying to style oneself, what is the first thing you'll suggest? And let's say in terms of the corporate world.
Okay. Okay. Mm. Okay, corporate. I don't know why I like to keep corporate a little masculine. I find it so
Mm,
sexy. I've
yeah.
always found a corporate woman that dresses a little bit more masculine is just sexy. I would go when I think about a corporate woman, I think a pencil skirt with maybe a vest with a deep V vest and a white collar popping button down shirt. I see that. I see her in that. I see her in pants and suit. That's just, oh my God, I love suits. They're so sexy. I think a woman in a suit is just the sexiest. I don't care about the mini dresses and all that. A suit is just it for a corporate woman for me.
I'm happy you mentioned that, but I did want to ask because you have a beautiful fatigue, right? So you figure. So
Uh-huh.
how can a more heavy set woman, more full size, how can she dress in a suit and still get that sharp, sexy, like you said,
Right,
masculine look and not look like a
right,
big mistake?
right. I understand. Good question. A bigger woman,
Yes,
corporate
a
world.
fuller woman.
I wouldn't dress my plus size woman in a suit just
Oh.
because, no, I wouldn't. It doesn't work with everyone, and we gotta be real. I want to keep it real with my clients. I want them to look good. For a plus size woman, I would probably just keep it simple, keep it to a blouse with a skirt, tucked in. I just want her to feel good. But, you know, plus size women are very beautiful, I think. I think I would want to work more with them and also
Mhm.
explore that area because I was a plus size myself. So,
Yes.
yeah, I remember not wanting to wear a suit because it didn't work for me at the time anymore. So I couldn't wear mini skirts. Now I'm starting again to wear mini skirts and stuff, but I had to let go of that. But I always wanted, if I would go for a bigger woman. I would go with just a blouse. I would always keep it simple for a big woman, but I would always accessorize on them. When it comes to the
Mhm.
shoes, accessories, and everything is just really like it it's just the how do you call it, the cherry on the cake. Just
Cherry on the top. Yeah.
accessorize. Yeah, cherry, just accessorize. I would keep it simple. I would wear a bigger dress. I would wear black mostly. When I was
Mhm.
bigger, black was my favorite color and it worked perfectly. No one even noticed that I had gained so much weight. Nobody told me. I'm just realizing it now that I'm losing the weight that I
Wow.
was, but I would wear black a lot. I would really make black work for me. Black became my favorite color, and I have so many accessories. That's how I started to love accessories. So yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Hi,
hey
guys.
girl, accessories are the
Hey.
key for sure. Hi, Gordon. Oh,
And someone
hello.
said, you can work with me.
Hey, I'm open, girl. Hello. Oh yeah, the
Hey.
Golden.
Guys,
Oh
thank you
yeah,
so much for
totally,
joining us.
totally.
Welcome. Hey, love. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. Again, my name
Hi.
is Kamisha, founder of EBK Events. We are speaking with the beautiful Quinn. We're speaking about fashion, passion, styling, personal styling. So right now we're talking about personal styling and how to dress a more curvier female. We're just having that conversation. So really good stuff, Quinn. Thank you. Thank
Mm-hmm.
you. Now, what
Mm-hmm.
about polka dots? Because here's the thing. So you may not know, but I'm also in fashion. So I used to work as a sales associate. I used to
Mm-hmm.
work for a lot of retail brand. And
Mm-hmm.
so one of my most recent was Ann Taylor Loft. And
Yeah,
so we
yeah.
work
And
with
Taylor,
like
you told us at the meeting last time, yes.
yes. And so, we had so many clients that would come in, especially more of the curvier females, and they
Mm-hmm.
want to dress with like they want to have polka dots. What do you think? What do you suggest about polka dots? Because
Absolutely.
yeah. But
Absolutely.
what I've heard and sometimes, it kind of whatever, but I've heard something where a lot of females say that they don't like wearing polka dots because it makes them look bigger. It has some kind of weird illusion when you're
Mm.
more curvier. So what would you say to that rebuttal?
I'm
Polka
totally
dots?
against it. I think
Yeah,
everybody can wear polka dot. I feel like the design, the style of the outfit counts a lot. When you want to play with polka dot, it's risky, but it's possible. Okay,
yeah.
if you are a bigger woman, I'd rather you wear a, how do you call it? I wouldn't know how to say it in English. I'm sorry.
Hmm.
One of those dresses, the,
Hourglass?
yeah, not
Um,
really, like just like a
flowy, like I
float,
like
yeah, like a floating dress that
okay.
holds you tied up here and then it floats. Does anybody know what it can call it? Yeah.
Oh, size of the polka dots matters. Okay, that's great that you're saying that.
Yes, size. I'm a
Size.
designer, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Size. I never thought about that.
Peplum dress, peplum dress. Thank you, Mimu. Thank you so much.
Peplum.
Yeah, and the size of the polka counts. Yeah. Oh my God, those two are into fashion, so I can't
Yeah. Thank you
disagree.
guys. Thank you for helping us out.
Yeah, so
Awesome.
yeah, totally. The size of the polka dot counts, the design of the dress counts, like she said, the peplum dress, I would go definitely with a bigger woman. Um, for instance, I do not like polka dot dresses. I can't do the dresses.
Same here. Same
Yeah, I
here.
can't do a dress. I could do a suit. I could do a top. It's just the top or maybe just the bottom, but I can do a polka dot dress. It doesn't work
Dress.
with me. I don't,
Yeah.
it doesn't,
Yeah.
it doesn't speak to me.
Yeah.
So, but for a bigger woman, I would totally go for it. But polka dot, everybody can wear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Great, great. Awesome, awesome. Thank you, ladies and gents. Thank you so much. All right, so let's see. If you guys have any more questions, you can definitely chime in. You can ask questions, suggestions. Again, my name is Kamisha. We are speaking with Quinn. We are speaking about fashion, branding, and just really following your passion,
Hmm.
especially during quarantine. This is
Hmm.
something we do every Tuesday. Every Tuesday at 4 p.m., we speak to different creatives in different spaces, health, fitness, wealth, what have you, every Tuesday. So definitely follow us on IG and let's be a part of the conversation. Let's stay motivated. Let's encourage each other, especially during quarantine and even thereafter. Quinn, I wanted to ask you a question pertaining to, let's see. Okay, you answered that already. Okay, I have a great question for you, right? I love
Okay.
this question because I be studying my folks. I study people. So I was on your page, and what I absolutely love is that there's so many transformations of who you are. And I said, wow, wow, wow. So I wanted to ask you, do you believe this statement? Do you believe that women, we are our hair? If so, why or why not? I'm gonna repeat it.
Hmm.
I'll repeat it. Do you believe as females, as women, are
Hmm.
we our hair, HAIR, our hair?
Hmm.
Or, and if so, why or why not? Yeah, she's a chameleon. Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a chameleon. Um, are we our hair? I definitely think that God gave us a great accessory. Hair or no hair, whatever you decide to do with it, it's a great accessory. It's just maybe, when I see a bald woman, I stop and stare and I have to tell her how beautiful she is. But she doesn't have hair, right? But if she
Hmm.
decides that she's gonna wear long hair tomorrow, she's still gonna be this beautiful woman. But I really, the number one hairstyle that blows my mind is a bald woman.
Mm.
So I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say. I think we're not
That's
exactly what
right.
we
That's
wear.
right.
You know what I mean? You could do
Uh-huh.
whatever you want, but it's just a great thing to have. Whatever you want to do with that up there is just it's just great all the time. Whether it's short, whether it's, I'm liking less and less the wigs. Now I'm wearing it because my hair is not styled. I have
Because we quarantine.
wigs, the the natural state of your hair, whether it's nappy or bald or anything like that. I'm really in love with that. So I'm always after women with big, puffy, natural hair. I'm like, girl, you rock. Or women with curly, big hair. I'm like, wow. Or a bald woman. I'm like, let me kiss your head. So it's just it's whatever. You're not necessarily your hair. No, no. But
You
it's a
know
great
what?
accessory. It's an opportunity for you to switch to whatever you want. Sometimes when I want to feel like I'm reborn, I go and I cut it just to feel, spiritually, just to feel like there was a change. I want to look myself in the mirror and feel like I didn't see this person yesterday. This is a new person. But it's just a mental thing, I guess. Maybe. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone just said, Melody, I think you just said hair is very important. I want you to elaborate on that. You said that hair is essential. So I want you to elaborate on that. Absolutely. We're speaking about hair. India Irie, the beautiful soundtress, she made a song saying, "We are not our hair." However, it's
Okay.
beautiful to think that, but the reality is society does not accept a bald woman as beautiful, right?
Yeah, society. But there is
Society does not
there are
accept.
exception like me and a few other people. I believe a bald woman is, oh my God, she's sexy. I don't care what size you are. If you decide you're gonna shave your hair, it takes a lot of confidence. It takes a lot of, you feel beautiful in other ways. The society doesn't accept that you can be beautiful without the hair. So when you decide I'm shaving or I'm cutting my hair, I salute you because you know other than just the hair. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I gotcha.
She said she has 4 weeks in rotation now.
I think we all do. We all do.
You know what's funny? I have like three laying down over there.
Really?
I'm like literally looking at them like,
It does take courage to cut your hair. It definitely does. You know what? Let me tell you guys this. Well, Quinn, let me share this with you. I remember
mm-hmm,
like a few years ago, I was
mm-hmm,
literally I was
mm-hmm,
literally like, and I think a lot of black women experience this from the different weave and just a different wear and tear from our hair. So my hair was starting to fall out, and it was falling out really, really bad. And so I went to my hairdresser at the time. Actually, she wasn't my hairdresser; she was my mother's hairdresser, but super amazing. She is a specialist when it comes to short haircuts. And so I'm going to
mm-hmm.
her real happy, like I'm gonna cut my hair short. She said to me, Quinn, she said, "Oh no, we're not gonna cut your hair short. We're gonna cut your hair off." She said, "We gotta cut it all off and go back." Honey, I looked at her like she was a damn devil. I was
Yeah,
like,
it's tough. It's tough. I know the feeling because I went to
yeah,
boarding school, and so they had to shave us about every week. They had to come and get the girls and take them out of the school and shave them. And so I'm used to the sound of clippers. I actually love it. Whenever I go and get my hair cut, there's just a good
wow.
feeling about the clippers. I love them. We have it here. My sister loves to cut her hair, so I'm not very, I could decide I'm shaving tomorrow. So I'm not, I'm not like society. I don't care. When I see a bald
Yeah.
woman, love it. Gotta love it. Gotta love the confidence. Gotta love it.
Yes.
It's difficult. It's not an easy thing to do for you to decide that you're gonna take that off. It's like a little cover up. It covers you. Whenever I'm like, sometimes I'm gonna admit that sometimes when, maybe I like a guy, if he calls me on FaceTime, girl, the first thing I do is grab my wig, honey. I,
Let's be honest.
I gotta protect myself.
Right. Right.
I gotta
Right.
protect myself. So
Right.
yeah, it is
Yeah.
sad because we shouldn't feel that way. We should feel beautiful
Yes.
anyway. It doesn't matter. So
Right.
yeah.
March to your own beat. Yes, yes, you got to march to your own beat. But at the end of the day, we sometimes do things to impress
Hmm.
others.
Yeah,
We sometimes hide
most of
behind.
the
Yeah, of
time.
course.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Hmm.
sure. For sure. You know what? There is liberation with cutting your hair off. There's something liberating about that. And
Right.
absolutely. I don't want to experience that. I'm good. I
Yeah.
like long hair, honey.
I mean, I do now. I'm obsessed with having short hair. It's just I like it because it's easy. I'm a little bit of a tomboy, and I'm not gonna tell you that I'm up at night treating my wigs or whatever. I'm not gonna
Right.
do that. I'm a tomboy. Really, the only feminine thing that I really do all the time is walk into my closet and just pick whatever I want to, play with it and do the photography and the pausing. But most of the time, I'm like really simple and just I don't care. Right now,
Great.
I'm
That's
wearing
amazing. Yeah. Yeah,
sweatpants.
someone said
So
that true beauty is, yeah, yeah. If you cut your hair, true beauty definitely shines out. Absolutely. That goes
yeah,
both ways,
because it
honey.
comes from
But
within. It comes from within.
yeah,
You
it
don't
comes
you
from
don't
within.
depend on what it's on the outside. You search for that beauty in the inside to just radiate on the outside. So.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, guys, we're going to be wrapping up. We thank you so much for your interaction. This has been so
Thank
much
you.
fun. This
Mm-hmm.
has been fun. Hi, Joseph. Welcome. Welcome. Again, guys, my name is
Very late.
Kamisha. We're speaking with Quinn. Please definitely share this. We want you to share it. Tell your community. Put it up in your Insta story. We also have a great raffle, so
Hi,
definitely share
cute.
this. Share the content. So Quinn, as we wrap up, because normally it's like 20, 30 minutes, this has been an hour, so it's been this
Oh
good. We
yeah.
love it. Yes, we love the conversation, but thank you. Thank you again, Quinn, for availing your time and coming online. Thank you guys. Welcome. So Quinn, as we wrap up, I see there's a few more people coming on, so we can hang out for a little bit. Hang
Okay.
out for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what, Quinn, as we wrap up, I wanted to ask you two questions. So, as folks come in, they can at least get the essence of what we are talking about.
Mm-hmm.
If you can go back in your past, so if you can't go back in your past, what would you change? If you care to share, what would you change? Why or why not?
Just generally, does it have to be
Generally,
specific?
personal,
Okay.
professionally, academic wise, whichever one. However, whatever has impacted you that you can think of, why or why not, if you can change it.
I wish I learned how to save money at a very young age. And what I mean
Mm,
by saving, I'm not saying a short-term saving towards something, towards a trip or towards life. Say you put away maybe just a ridiculous amount, $1 a day, till the end of time. I don't care.
You were breaking up. Can you repeat that? You were breaking
I
up. Can
would,
you repeat it?
if I was younger, I would have wanted to learn how to save money at a very early age, just because, it's just one thing that they don't really teach children. You need to teach your children to do that from a very young age. Just save, save money. You never know. I've been in situations where I'm like, wow, I wish I saved that money because right now I'm
Yeah.
stuck. You know what I mean? And so even that could help you if you want to be an entrepreneur. One day you can get up and have a good plan and just decide to invest in something. Me coming from Africa, there's a lot of investing opportunities back home, and you know, um, you could buy land, build on it, and just make money and then work hard here and then retire and go and sit your old ass in Africa and enjoy the rest of your life. So
Wow.
yeah, I would say if I were to go back, I would want to learn at a very early age to save money as much as I can. Yeah.
Wow. That's amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing. Financial literacy, wealth building is something that is, it's definitely being more promoted now. It's more encouraged within communities of
Mhm.
color, but
Mhm.
it's now being that. Where
Mhm.
was it 5, 10 years ago? It was not a big thing like as it is now. Yes, financial wisdom
Mhm.
is key, but
Yeah.
it wasn't taught heavily as it is within the last maybe 5 years or so. So a lot of us definitely have fallen to victims to not being able to save and splurge. We were talking about
Mhm.
fashion earlier, and we know fashion
Mhm.
is very, very costly. To keep up
Mhm.
with trends, to look
Mhm.
fly, to look like a
Right.
chameleon, it takes money. So
Right.
you're absolutely right,
Right.
and I'm so happy that you're able to conceptualize that now and saying,
Right.
I wish I knew, if I knew better, if I wish I knew how to
Mhm.
save better. And I think
Mhm.
that is so key and it's imperative as we end.
Yeah,
Please go ahead.
as we have a